Welcome, guys. I want to talk today about the moral of the story. The moral of the story is, who do we blame for all these things that are going on the gig apps and all the experiences that we're seeing as delivery drivers? We try to blame the companies. Some people trying to blame the customers. Some people try to blame the merchants. I think when you crack it all down and trace everything to this, you got to take it in steps. You can't just quickly, you see something, boom, that's what it is. Okay? You need to take your time, analyze it, and trace it down to see the source of all these issues that we're seeing, because people are seeing this also in the W-2 sector. What are we seeing in the W-2 sector? A lot of people getting laid off. What else are we seeing in the W-2 sector? Experienced people are being replaced with younger generation people because they can pay half the price of the person that they actually have who's experienced, who can actually do the job better. But the money that they're paying for this person, they cannot afford to pay that anymore. So they'll hire a new person, and most likely it's a younger person who doesn't have that much or enough experience, but they get to pay them half the price. And then we go into the delivery gig apps, and we're seeing the issues that we're seeing. So it's affected everything. Not just the gig economy. And we use the word in the gig economy that it's actually in the word, or let's say the sentence itself. The word economy is in there. There you go. It's these damn politicians. The president and politicians. Pretty much the government. There you go. That's who you blame. You don't blame the customer or the gig economy companies. Yet, they are screwballs as it is. But there always been screwballs, the gig apps. Okay? They've always been there. But when the economy is doing good, what do we see? We see a lot more offers. We have more chances to get a better offer. And when the economy is good, you're seeing a lot more tips. People ordering more. Less people are going out to pick up their stuff. Now, you go to the supermarkets. They're packed. They are packed. No parking. Do that test in your own market. Or when you go to the supermarkets. In your location. What are you seeing? It's like these people, they're going to the mall. They are packed, guys. They are packed. That's why we cannot blame what we're blaming and pointing fingers at the small things like, customers, or merchants, or drivers, or the gig companies themselves. This comes from the root of all evil, which is the money, which is the economy. And if they've done their job right, and if the economy was prospering, the customers can be a screwball once in a while. Not everybody's perfect. Yeah, there's some shenanigans with the gig apps. We understand that. But it was always shenanigans with the gig apps. But when the economy was doing good, with the shenanigans, we were still seeing offers. People were still making money with the shenanigans. They've been there. It's not like the shenanigans are going on only in 2025. This goes back in 2017 when they first started. There were a lot less, but they were there. But when the economy was doing good, we were getting some decent offers. Yeah, they were still sending us $3 for 10 miles back then, but there were so many offers that we can choose. We had options to get better offers. Why? Because there are a lot more offers were coming your way. Now you're sitting around the parking lot with me on a Saturday, 3 hours in the afternoon. Good thing I had the UBEREATS app on. 0 offers with DOORDASH for 3 hours straight. And even Aaron is experiencing the same thing. He could be sitting around for a while to receive an offer. Before, you can ask Aaron. Before, Aaron, when he's looking at his phone, offers were popping in and out constantly. Now the frequency has gone down. A lot less people are ordering. The economy is screwed. They had let everybody raise the rates incredibly without any type of control. They're out of control. They have price gouge everything. And some states are worse than others. And I happen to be one of those states that want to be like California when it comes to pricing. It's just ridiculous. Because if I want to pay what I'm paying in a little dinky town, I might as well go live in a city. It's the same shit now. It's just insane. And it's that, when it comes to that, you cannot say the customers are at fault, or the gig apps, or the merchants, or the drivers. This comes from the source. It's the system. The politicians have created this mess. They have turned a blind eye to this. They're letting it happen. They're not taking any measures. And especially now, everybody voted for Trump. Why did 90% of voters voted for Trump this year? We know that they voted last year, but he became president January of this year. Why? What was almost 100% the reason that they voted for Trump? It was the economy. They wanted the economy to be fixed. And what is he doing? Did he open up the Alaska pipelines? No. He left them the way they are. Did he do anything for the economy? No. He's doing tariffs, raising the prices even more. Oh, for a short while. People are drowning with these prices right now. They're drowning. They're hitting all the supermarkets right now. And the supermarkets have deals. You can't go to a private pizzeria and say, oh, buy one and get a free soda, or buy two sodas, or buy one soda, get one free. They do that at the supermarkets. That's why they're hitting the supermarkets. Everybody's feeling the pain. They go in there to get the deals. Buy one, get one free. Or buy two, get one free. And they got 50% off on other stuff in the supermarkets. You don't shop like that when you go in to buy food. Regular food from restaurants. Doesn't work like that. Some restaurants will have deals. I understand that. But not all of them. And the ones that have the deals are pretty much the franchisees, or the franchise we call the chain restaurants. But most of the privately owned, not all, but most of the privately owned restaurants out there, they don't have those type of deals. So what are the people are doing? They're not going to be eating McDonald's every day. They're going to the supermarkets. Less offers on our phones. Less tips from these offers. And we're blaming the customer. No. The economy is to blame, which the politicians have let this happen. They let this shit happen. They turned a blind eye to the economy. They don't want to do anything about it. And we thought by voting for Trump this term that he would go in and fix the whole thing with the economy. That was the number one issue. But instead, he's going after bullshit stuff. Epstein. I don't give a fuck about Epstein. I'm sorry. That's like the number one news and thing in the world right now. Epstein. We don't care about that. We want the economy. That's why we voted for you. And we don't vote for you to fix the issue with Epstein. We voted for you to fix the issues with the economy. Where is it? Nowhere. And supposedly they're going to go after the bad people, the immigrants. Only those people. They're going after the hardworking families too. They're going after everybody. And that's why it's backfiring. It's backfiring on everything. And the economy is rising and rising and rising and rising. And people are going to be ordering less. And when they do order, there'll be no tips in them. And now everybody is getting laid off in a W-2 pretty much, for the most part. Every day we hear 1,000 people from this company, 5,000 from over there, 2,000 from here. What are they doing when they're getting laid off? They're not going to the next company that they're doing the same thing because they're not hiring either. They're all set. They don't have any more room for more employees because they're also, the other companies are close to laying off workers themselves. So you can't go anywhere else. What are they doing? They're going to DOORDASH, they're going to UBEREATS, they're going to Instacart, they're doing Spark. It's over flooded. And you can ask Aaron. Aaron seeing the same thing that I'm seeing. It has been overflown with drivers. And a lot of these new drivers are W-2 workers that they got laid off. And a lot of retirees that cannot survive off the Social Security, they're doing gig work now. Because how expensive it is. There you go. The system is at fault 100% on this. We're not saying that the gig apps, they're saints. They always had shenanigans. But when the economy is good, we were making something out of it. Now, forget it. And we're trying to ask the customers to tip a little more, or the gig apps to pay us a little more, when the economy is shut. And it's getting worse. Enough said. You let me know. Right or wrong, in the comments. And I'll catch you guys later.